What is going on, you sweet people of YouTube? It's Chris back in the captain's quarters, and as you can see by the thumbnail, this is the awaited, postponed, inevitable review of Red Stripe. So, a few videos ago, I may or may not have referred to this as shite. Now, I've not tried it, so I've not tried it for years. Okay, so when I remember it back when I was 15, well, not 15, but obviously 18, old enough to drink, I remember trying Red Stripe in the cans, and this is going back 20 odd years, and it was not a great lager, if I'm honest. I think back then it was about a 5% variant, but I know they did used to do a really stronger variant. It's about 9%. Obviously we can't get that, we don't get that at the moment, or we don't get that anymore, so we're stuck with this. So anyway, Red Stripe Jamaican beer. It was initially started to be it was introduced into UK about 1993, and it was about so at the moment it is a 4.7% ABV. It's originally from Jamaica, and the brewers Dinosis and Geds, I don't know, either way, Heineken on it, that's why we've got it on the blade. So at the moment this little beauty will set you back £35.99 on the Beowulf website. Obviously only on the blade, but this has been a massively requested beer on the blade for quite a while now. It's always like every time there's been a poll, you know, it's always been, oh, can we get Red Stripe, can we get Red Stripe? I'm not a big fan, I'm not going to lie, but do you know what, in the video which I'll link up here, I may have referred to it as shite, and then I may have referred to it as crap, but I could end up eating humble pie tonight. Maybe, maybe not. We'll let you decide anyway. So at £35, let's say 36 quid, it's coming in around about £2.70 a pint on the blade. Again, it's really good value. Really good value for money, £2.70 for a pint. I mean, it's not bad, is it? Yes, it's Red Stripe, but so it is what it is. So originally with this badger, this was brewed in Jamaica and the Netherlands. It was introduced back in actually 1928, and the recipe developed by Paul H. Geds and Bill Mattendale in 1993. Guinness Brewing Worldwide is actually now Diageo acquired. It says now Diageo acquiring the controlling interest of Diageo Geds. I'm trying to read what it says on Wiki, but I don't think that's right. Anyway, so in 2015, Heineken acquired their stakes, and they brought this to the blade. So, do you know what? I've waffled shite. Let's just pour the beer. I'll tell you what I think, and yeah. So I think it recommends a tall glass for this. Now, I don't have a Red Stripe glass, but I do have a nugulated, I can't even say it, a Stella glass. So I think it's probably the closest I've got to a Red Stripe glass. Or I do have a Camden Hells one, which might, either way. So we'll go with the Estrella glass. Okay, there it is. What we'll do, bring it around, well, do you want to see the pour? Bring it around, show you the pour, and then I'll have a sup and we'll decide what we think. But here we go. Gone and fucked it, Anna. Ah well. There we go. She's going to need, as Big Baldy would say, a tippy, a toppy, a two. Okay, so as you saw from the pour, it wasn't my finest attempt at a pour, so there it is. So, she is, I'm going to come round actually. Can you still see me okay? Hang on, let's wang the softbox round. There we go, yeah, so I've got some sort of crazy light on me at the moment, right? So there she is. She is quite bubbly. Let's have a look at that. Focus. So yeah, it's quite a... It's a fucking horrendous pour, this is. So it's quite a lively girl. So do you know what? Straight away, initial smells. It's not a lot of greatness, I don't think, lie. Let's have a soap anyway. I haven't got to lie yet, just get for its head. Bear with me. Alright, so what am I getting? It's very bland, if I'm honest. It's not going to knock your socks off, I'll tell you that. Right. Well, honest opinion, that is not... It's not great. It's not great. My initial thoughts on it were it was going to be pretty poor. It's not as bad as what I remember, don't get me wrong. Obviously my palate may have changed a little bit, but it's not... So there's no real... It's very bland. It just tastes like a cheap lager, if I'm honest. There's a lot of carbonation there, so you feel that on the initial gulps. Mouthfeel quite watery, if I'm honest. Not my finest choice of beer, if I'm honest. Very gassy. It is very gassy. But you'd expect that from a cheaper lager, a gassy lager. It's just not great. You know what I mean? It's not. There's no. It's not an IPA. It's not a full body like a Stella or a Lowenbrau. You know, there's not, or a Spit, and there's no full bodiness there. You know, like there's some really good beers on the blade. Punty Game is really nice. Amstel, even though Amstel is a little bit weaker, so I think Amstel's about 4.1 and this is a 4.7, I'd take the Amstel every day of the week. It's just a nicer beer. So yes, I have paid £36 for this. It is £2.70 a pint. I am going to finish it, don't get me wrong. It's not one of those ones that you pour down the sink. It's not. For me, there are better beers on Blade. There's no, it's really difficult to put into words. So there's no bodiness, there's no real taste. It's just very bland. It's just wet and gassy. You know, now other people, you know, they're going to taste different things on this, but that's all I get. It's just weak and gassy, and it's not something that I would probably buy again. Don't get me wrong. I think if you want a sessionable beer, you know, at £2.70 a pint, you can't go wrong. It is pretty good value, £2.70. I think that there are better alternatives out there, and I think Heineken could have brought something better to the Blade than Red Stripe. I get it's been asked for quite a while, and I get a lot of people have asked for it. For me, it's not a great beer. I wouldn't recommend it personally, but for a cheap, it's each their own with this one. This is very controversial for me because it is like I remember it. It's not, you know, my tastes have changed a lot. I like an IPA, I like a Stella, but that for me isn't a great beer. It's not something I'm going to throw away, don't get me wrong, I'm going to finish the keg. But, you know, I'd expect me to finish the keg. But anyway, it's not a great beer. There's no real taste. I find it very flat, very, very gassy and a little bit not weak in the ABV, but weak in the taste. There's not a lot there. I mean, sometimes get like hoppiness, maltiness. There's nothing there. It's a little bit tasteless, and it's not great. So, would I recommend Red Stripe? Probably not. Would I buy it again? Probably not. It might be different out the cans. I'm going to get someone try it, maybe out the bottles. You may think something totally different to how I think of this, but that's just my opinion. Everyone has entitled to it. So guys, that's what I think of the Red Stripe. I don't think it's a great beer, and I wouldn't buy it again. However, it's worth a try. Thankfully, I don't have to eat humble pie by when I said it was shite, because it's not great. I don't think it's great at all. But this is my opinion. This is what I do. It's honest. And this is so gassy now. Honest review is just not great. But anyway, guys, that's what I think of Red Stripe. If you like what you see, and not like what you see, but if you like the content and you want to see more of this, please hit the subscribe button below. Please let me know what you think of this in the comments. Please share it around yourselves. You know, make me a video. Say that what you think. Tell me what you think of it. Do you think my opinion is rubbish, or do you agree with it? Just let me know what you think. But anyway, guys, thanks for taking the time to watch. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you in the next one. This is Chris in the Captain's Quarters with the honest review on the Red Stripe. Peace out, and I'll catch you in the next one.